I'm Janice Milecki, founder of Milecki Law, a securities law firm with decades of experience representing clients ranging from individuals to institutional investors, whistleblowers, and financial industry professionals.
Isn't the punishment in far in excess of anything JP Morgan did wrong?
I think you have to look at this as a three-part program. First, you have sort of the restitution and disgorgement to the marketplace. You also need to beef up supervisory and compliance. So everybody sneers when they see supervisory and compliance coming into the trading room or into the broker's area. You want these people to have more support and to be supervised and overseen. And the lawyers that are coming in to overhaul the supervisory system to make sure that the largest bank in the country doesn't let this type of thing happen again, because they can move the market.
Joining us now is securities attorney Janice Milecki. Janice, welcome to the program.
Thank you. They
are being punished for taking over Bear Stearns at the encouragement of the government.
Absolutely not.
No?
What they did was they took over these businesses at pennies on the dollar.
Yes.
In the case of Bear Stearns, they basically bought a building and got the business for free.
Says, quote, Spanx designed our original shaping camisole in 2005, long before Yummy Tummy. Spanx has not infringed on any valid patent.
It comes down to whether there is a valid patent and whether or not it has been infringed. I mean, those are the two issues that the court will be looking at.
And so what distinguishes a strong claim from a weaker one?
A strong claim is where the trading activity doesn't make sense in two contexts. It either doesn't make sense for the client or it doesn't make sense in the market. So, for example, in 2007, we knew that the financial markets and the real estate markets were softening, and how informed was the client about what really would be the speculative nature of such investments in that market at that time.
防范金融机构的内部利益冲突。
The essence of all of the securities laws in the United States boil down to one word: disclosure.
Now there's apparently more affinity fraud involving elderly or senior citizens. Are you seeing that in your practice too?
It was people retiring from factories, people retiring from tech firms, people retiring from all over, and someone who was a trusted professional in the community whom they had known, some of them their whole lives, 30 years, you know, the only person they ever went to for taxes and financial advice and real estate and, you know, you name it, he had a bazillion hats, right? And so I think we represented like 100, 120 investors who we were able to bring an action for those people against several of the broker-dealers that he was registered with and recovered millions of dollars. Right. But I think people are too polite when they talk to their financial professional. This is not a personal relationship.
Janice, what do you say?
Well, I would say that a criminal investigation in a banking fraud, if it was a scandal such as that, is going to be helpful, because I think it could help reinstall some of the integrity in the banking system if people fear criminal prosecution.
I am hoping that American banks will lead the way for the next century, and they can't be tiny to do that. Janice, what do you say?
Oh, but the size makes it the powerful figure that it is. And so when you've got so much power and you've got so many friends and lobbyists in government, it's hard to get a strict regulatory system.
They itemize the expenses. They show them what they have spent. That's disclosure.
They haven't shown whether or not it's directly related to the management of the fund or whether it's, you know, some team building activity that may not directly benefit the investor.
And why do you need the SEC?
Well, the SEC is now involved because of Dodd-Frank and the Investment Advisor Act fiduciary responsibility. They now have a role to review what is going on. And one of the things that they're doing is they're going in to see what the fees and expenses are and whether they're really legitimate fees and expenses. I mean, it's fine if you're actually having seminars and you're talking about investment-related activities. It's not so fine if that's not what you're doing, and this is just a big joyride.